Okay guys, so we are back for a third episode of the SICC coin review series, taking a look at a couple Facebook marketplace listings. So let's dive in.
I've been sick, so we're gonna blast through this. 1908 Indian head, 2.5 quarter eagle, gold NGC AU58. You like the coin? Visually.
I actually really love the coin.
Okay. All right. 1908 is the first year of the 2.5 Indian. Okay. And not only that, they have a small date run for the 2.5 Indian. So people very much like to build sets, right? So it's very sought after. Price point on most of these coins are very affordable. There is one tough date in here. That's the 1911. The 1908 is going to have 564,821 minted. Okay. The highest minted is going to be the 1913 at 722,000. You look at the 1911 D is in Denver, 55,680. Okay. So that being said, this is close to one of the higher minted, but being a first year, it is popular. The 2.5 Indian has an incused design, very attractive. And like I said, price points are usually very reasonable. This one here, they're asking $625. This was 5 days ago in our backyard. Where?
Conroe, Texas.
Okay. So look, get it done quick, right? Look at APMEX, look at, that is going to give you a full retail idea. Then you look on eBay, and then you want to look on the price guide, and even you can look in the US Red Book. Actually, 2026s are out, so on the 1908, all the information is going to be up to date. Anyway, but like Kelly Blue Book does not buy cars, the Red Book does not buy coins. Okay, so that being said, you look on eBay, you're going to see this exact coin at $625. So the guy has it priced at the high end of retail. He's very long-winded about why it only received an AU58. It is what it is. You look on eBay, the most recent AU58 graded by NGC 1908 2.5 is $550. Okay, so you can see, once again, do your due diligence if you're comfortable buying on eBay, if they're like a top-rated seller, so on and so forth. Very good deal at $550. $625, okay. So what's going to really tell the story of this is if you look at the NGC price guide, right? So the NGC price guide is free. However, if you start looking at a ton of coins, certifications over a day's period, they'll like cut you off, right? So they do recommend you paying for that. Okay. You go to their homepage, you look at the certification number right above the barcode, and you put that in for NGC. You're going to see the value is $640. Okay, so this coin is priced right under that. In AU58, there's only 39, and graded higher, there are 10,802 coins. What that tells you is that no, it's not a rare grade, if you will. It's just that in 58, it's not really a coin you would even want to get graded. You don't want to. You're really wasting your money by getting it graded. However, what are reasons that I do recommend having this coin graded? Something to you is passed down, parent, grandparent, it's your great grandparent, grandparents. Get it certified, protect it for the long haul. There you go, right? So do I like the coin? I like the coin. Do I like it for $625? No, I think you could probably negotiate the guy down a little bit if you know what you're doing. He seems very proud of this, so he might be sticking to his guns at $625.
Definitely some room for negotiation, I would say, but
yeah, decent coin, decent price. Could be better.
So let's take a look at the second listing here. So this is an 1841 William Henry Harrison presidential coin. The seller has it at $200, listed 19 weeks ago in Huntsville, Texas, which is just north of us. Okay, condition used like new, for sale. Rare 1841 William Henry Harrison presidential coin. Condition excellent. Details year 1841. President William Henry Harrison. Material is gold. Looking for a serious collector or enthusiast. All right. What do you think?
I'm chomping at the bit on this one.
What do you think?
Well, here's what I think first. Huntsville, Texas, that's where the president is. Hopefully, he just doesn't know what the coin is, and that's why he has it as an 1841 gold coin. It is a 2009 presidential dollar. It is clad. So he's about 68 years off of the date and about $199 off of the value. he has it as excellent condition. If it was 1841, it would be in very good condition. But as far as coin lingo, you're not saying excellent is not a great. Going back to presentation, if you're selling online, what's my one thing of advice, if nothing else?
A lint roller.
Presentation, right? So he has it on black felt. There's lint everywhere. If you look on the back, you can see that it's a relatively new dollar. I don't know. I'd have to do the math. When did they bring the Statue of Liberty in? Anyway, he died in 1841. That's why the date is on there. But it's a $1 coin. Marvin, do better, dude. But yeah.
It's not from 1841. And it's not gold.
Do yourself a favor. Get one of these books. They're cheap. $16 on Amazon. 2026 is already out. That's a 79th edition. This is a #1 best-selling price guide. Google will say it's either worth $1 or $1 million. At least here you can see that it's, if you find the coin in here, it's minted in 2009. It's one that was minted in Philadelphia or Denver. Philadelphia, they minted 43 million. Denver, 55 million. It's not rare. It's not gold. It's not 1841, and it's not in excellent condition.
Okay, so this is a good deal or a bad deal?
Bad deal. Pass.